King, that statement tells me that you don't know what this hearing is about, because it's not just about a reconsideration, it's for a rehearing, okay? If the board wants to rehear the application, it can, even though we've appealed it and asked the circuit court for a writ of mandamus.
No, I don't think that we are
And it
mixing
should.
this shape just right. This is as a specific purpose, as according to the ordinance. Is there any new evidence that has arisen that would warrant a reconsideration?
The new evidence requirement only applies when an application is denied, Mr. King.
Well, that is a legal question that we have already addressed.
That's right.
So I would like for you, from here on, if you could, focus on the purpose of this hearing, which is to establish, is there new evidence?
I'm focused like a laser on the purpose of this meeting. This is a motion for a rehearing or for reconsideration, okay? It's either or. You have the right as a board to rehear, because you took no action on it on May 2nd. You have the right as a board to reconsider on the new evidence of the fact that you should have been composed of 7 members, and you were biased and prejudiced, Jan Lane is biased and prejudiced, and Nancy Gilman is biased and
These
prejudiced.
personal attacks
You should have recused
need
yourself.
to stop.
This is not a personal attack.
Oh, Mr. Thornton, you are engaging in all sorts of things other than specifically addressing the question.
And as far as your letter notifying the Rothrocks of your decision, it didn't say the application was denied. It said it was not approved, and it gave not one reason for it not being approved. And you're required to put your reasons in writing.
Then if you have a question about procedural things that you think were done incorrectly, you have already submitted it to the court. Let the courts decide it.
This is not merely procedural. These are fundamental rights, fundamental fairness of someone that owns a piece of property in Georgetown that was a derelict, it was an eyesore, it was unsafe, it was unsanitary. They're trying to turn it into something nice.
We're not here to speak.
And only because if you're biased and prejudiced, Jan Lane's biased and prejudiced, and Nancy Goldman's biased and prejudiced, are we even here tonight?
We are not here.
Otherwise, the application would have been approved. Or with a 7th board member to overrule the biased and prejudiced members of this board. On the record, at the previous application, Ms. Lane told me the Rothrocks shouldn't be attacking her. I don't know what she was talking about, but there's obviously some enmity.
You're out of order, and I ask you either to stick to the question at hand or to sit down.
Okay, well, I would ask you to read the motion that I filed and educate yourself about it and grant the rehearing or the reconsideration on the grounds that are stated in the motion and the grounds that I've given you tonight. Because this board, because of the 3 of you, is not fundamentally fair. And it's costing the Rothrocks a small fortune. And that is not fundamentally fair. Thank you. And it doesn't matter what you think of them, how much you like them or dislike them. It doesn't matter how much they like or dislike you. If you can't overcome that dislike, Mr. King, you shouldn't be voting, and you're voting your likes and dislikes rather than the merits, because if you look at the merits of the application, there's no basis for it to be not approved. It hasn't been denied, but it should have been approved. Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like